It's right.
Thanks, y'all, for that. The first time we went live today, it was stretched. It's great to see everybody. I'm Tammy. The cameraman is Chris, my husband, and we're making an anniversary dinner. Boy, have we got a lot of stuff to do. We're sliding some cornbread in the oven right this minute. So it'll be done right when our squash gets done. I'll flip it out for y'all. We're going to have some fried squash. We're going to make some sage gravy to serve over some cream potatoes and chicken. I have got collard greens. We've got pinto beans. Boy, we're going to have a good supper. So while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to turn these beans back on 4 minutes so they'll be good and hot. I made my pintos yesterday, my Insta Pot. All of these recipes, of course, are in our master cookbook. And we're going to fry up this squash today. This squash is right out of our garden. We just got it. I like to do it in hunks sometimes. We're just going to cut it all kind of ways. Right out of the garden, Chris just got it. One of them might be a little bit tough. So when one's skinny like that, I like to make bigger pieces out of it. These are crooked neck squash. I tell y'all I like the straight neck because you get more squash out of it, but so many of y'all say these taste better. And last year we did straight neck, didn't we, Chris?
Yep.
So I'm going to see if I think y'all were right and if these taste better, because I always get straight neck in the store as well. That one is an older one, I think. I don't know. It's a little green.
Yesterday was our anniversary, but we're just doing our little supper tonight.
Celebration tonight. Last night I boiled a chicken, okay? So last night we had nachos and our strawberry shortcake that I made for our anniversary dinner. And tonight we're having the big dinner because I cooked half of it yesterday and we're making half of it tonight. All right, I am going to salt and pepper this really good. And then we're going to put some buttermilk on it, mix it up a little. Just a little bit of buttermilk. This is a new thing of buttermilk. It's probably runny on the top. It always is. You want it to be thick when you use it on squash at thin.
You shake it up.
Yes. I got to where I can't find any thick. It's Food Line. It just ain't going to be thick.
Wow.
There's one brand that's always really thick, and it's sold out most of the time because people love it.
Yeah.
I cut my hair today. Did that today myself. Tired of fooling with all that long hair. So you're going to mix this buttermilk up on your squash. And I usually have thicker buttermilk, but not today.
Cool.
Enough to make the flour stick. And then we're going to get over here. And we're going to put some flour on it until I think it's good and coated. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess right here, and that's all right. A lot of people want to know why I don't put it in a bag and shake it. Mainly because this is a cooking show, and I want y'all to see what I'm doing. If I put it in a bag and I shake it, you can't see what I'm doing as good. All right, we're going to sit this right here. I don't even have this on yet.
Nope.
Turn that on.
Turn it on.
While that's heating up, we can cream our potatoes. Then we're going to fry up our squash and make our gravy.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to come along pretty quick. I want to turn my oven on convection for my cornbread. That way we're not waiting forever on it. So we're just going to cream our potatoes right quick. I got everything laid out. It always makes everybody nervous when I come over here to the sink and I use my mixer. I don't know why. I've been doing it my whole life, and my mama did it. So my mama used KitchenAid because she made so many potatoes. So I'm going to drain these potatoes. This is just 2 large baking potatoes. We're going to put, you can come on over here, Chris. We're going to put sour cream in here. And I've got the actual recipes in my cookbook. We're going to put some butter in here. And some salt and pepper in here. And I got to dry my hands, sweetie, to do that. We should be able to close this for now. In order for me to grab the salt and pepper, I have to dry my hands or it sticks all over me. All right, so I choose to use a mixer to mix my potatoes because I think it makes them nice and creamy. And that's just how Mama did it my whole life, okay? And we get used to what we get used to. And it's hard to beat what Mama made. So this is what I do. And let me just tell you, when I put my mixer up, I do take a wash rag and I grab the cord and I go all the way up the cord because I'm, bound to make a mess. Getting some action over there. Now I'm going to add my milk, but I'm going to see how much the sour cream did first. And it's all according to how much water you get out of them potatoes when you drain them. Sometimes you drain them a lot. I mean, it's just all, up to what's going on. And that does need a little bit of cream in it. So we're just going to leave that sitting there. Now, if you like a lot of sour cream, you can put more sour cream in it. Let's put our squash in here and let it start frying up. You want to use a big spoon. So you're right, not next to the grease, okay? If y'all don't have any big spoons, I have links, of course, to all these things I use on the website. And I'm telling you, these are stainless steel, a special, a really good stainless steel. And they'll last you your lifetime. The stainless steel cleans up beautifully and lasts forever and ever. So they might be a little pricey, but you'll never have to replace them. All right, put that squash in there and leave it. Just leave it like that. Because you want it to get crunchy and brown before you turn it. And if you've not had good experience frying something, lots of times it's because you turn it too quick or you don't get your grease hot enough. That's the main two reasons. And you can't get your grease too hot. For what you're making. So I just added a little bit of milk. That's done. Put the lid back on them. Put them on the stove. We are doing it. So let's start our gravy. Good gravy. This gravy calls for a 1/4 stick of butter. And I've got this stick just a little bit too big. So we're going to make sage. It's called sage and garlic gravy. And y'all, I made this recipe for my pork chops. I smothered and covered pork chops. But I boiled that chicken yesterday. And you can do several things with boiled chicken, like chicken and dumplings and chicken noodle soup and chicken nachos and just different things like that. But I thought, I want to eat some of that chicken and I don't want to make a casserole out of it. And I don't want to make chicken salad. I want to eat it for supper. And I don't want it to taste bland because it's boiled chicken. So I thought, I'll just make some gravy. That's a good thing about this cookbook too. Let me show you this. In the South, we don't call things sauce very much. We call everything gravy most of the time. And it's not like it is over there in France. So if you go to the back of the cookbook and you just look up gravy, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, there it is, gravy. You can see I've got lots of gravy recipes Quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16 gravy recipes. So I should have a gravy that you can serve with just about anything. Okay? So add the butter to the skillet. Add the fresh garlic. Can I, watch out. Watch out, Daddy. And you don't want that that garlic to get hot, or it'll make it bitter. So you just want to kind of cook it a minute. We're going to add the little bit of sage to it. It don't say to put the sage in yet, but I might not ever tell you when to put the sage in, so we're putting it in.
Might as well.
1/4 teaspoon.
Because that's when you put salt and pepper in.
Yeah, it is. And then you got salt and pepper that goes in. You got a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. Let's hurry. We got things going here. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. And this is a 1/4 cup of flour. And then you're going to have 2 cups of milk. And then once this gravy gets done, we're going to put the chicken in there and let it get nice and hot. And we're going to serve this chicken and gravy over our creamed potatoes. Ooh, this is nice and brown.
Yep, that's ready to go. Look at there. Mm-hmm.
Those are stuck together. Y'all were married like glue. Well, that'll be a good piece of tasty squash. Flip over, buddy. Lord, when I was young, I would take squash and I would slice it in rings and I would flip the rings individually in a skillet. It took me forever to make squash. Man, these days, I throw it all in there. We just throw it all in there. Now, you're going to let this brown just a little bit. And that's what it's doing. You can see our collards back here. Now, I didn't put meat in my collards. I've been putting meat and stuff, and my family has not been happy with me. Now, I like ham and stuff, but we do not like other kinds of meat in our stuff like a lot of y'all do. And they really expressed themselves to me. I put bacon grease in my green beans for Easter, and nobody would eat them. Nobody. Even Chris said, I ain't eating those green beans. Ain't no reason to save them for me. Did you, Chris?
Yeah.
He wasn't going to eat them. I was like, well, good Lord. So all y'all think that's really good. And if y'all ever try my olive oil, y'all might be surprised at how good it really is. Because then it don't just taste like old grease. That's what we think it tastes like. When you put grease and stuff, we think it tastes like grease. That's why I use butter in my gravy. Most people use grease. But we like the taste of butter. You know who I think would like it? Gordon Ramsay. If I fed him, he likes butter. He likes the taste of fresh stuff. I think he would like my food. I wish I could meet him. But that's a dream. If I ever had my dream chef that I would want to meet, that would be who it would be. He's my dream chef. Look at that pretty squash. I need something, honey.
Cool.
What are we doing over here? Just sitting here stewing. All right. So we got that done. I'm going to move this over here. Turn that off.
You're not going to stir your gravy?
Yeah, when I get to it. When I get to it, I am.
One day. One of these days.
If you got a gravy whisk, does a really good job getting all that stuff off the bottom, mixing it up, and it keeps it from being lumpy. See, I sat on that gravy a minute. It's just absolutely perfect. Nothing wrong with that gravy. I need to taste it and see if it's salty enough. Oh, yeah. Plenty salty. Okay. That's it, y'all. We're almost there. We got to flip the cornbread out. We're going to eat. That was quick, wasn't it? I just need the Pintos out of the thing, too, in a minute. Let's do this first. You done picking up, or you just going to stand there and maybe I don't have it turned up enough. Where's my... Here it is.
There you go. Now it's cooking.
All right, let's put our chicken in there. This got to get hot.
Yeah, that chicken's going to cool it off.
Yeah, it is. I'm just going to turn it down on low, and we're going to add some chicken to it. And I need a slotted spoon again. Different one.
You want to take the cornbread out before you...
Yes. I think my cornbread's fine,
think so?
actually. Of course, it may not
It's
be.
been in there about 15 minutes since you turned that convection on.
Yeah. Watch out, Marcy. Yeah, it's fine. All right. Chicken going in. And like I said, this is just boiled chicken. There's a, there's a lot of stuff you can do with it, but I hardly ever just serve the chicken. And I was like, well, if I put it in some gravy and I serve it over mashed potatoes. I told Chris we were having cream chicken. He goes, oh, that don't sound very good. I said, well, you'll like the way I'm going to do it. I think that's enough for us.
Not for me.
And that's actually in a little bit of broth. So that'll heat it up, and we're just going to serve it over our potatoes. And that is sage milk gravy with chicken in it.
Now, I'm not seeing comments, so
Watch out, sweetie.
If y'all are making comments, I'm not getting them. So if I'm not answering you, that's
Something's burning in there. Ooh, this is hot.
That's why. There it is.
Hot. All right, it's done. Everything's done. Let me get my Pintos out of the
Microwave.
About said dishwasher. One of my videos, I say we're going to cook that in the refrigerator for an hour and a half or something like that. And everybody thinks that's so funny. Like, yeah.
I'm gonna cut this convection off. Oh, I cut it on.
All right, here's our Pintos. Now this is our Insta Pot pinto bean recipe. You see how thick that broth is? And this is, I did put ham in this one. That's a piece of ham. So if you were eating supper with me and you didn't want the chicken, you could just have the piece of ham in there. Because it's a piece of my Easter ham that I froze. All right, so let's make a plate, y'all. Let's do it. Do you think I should make a white plate?
No.
No? All right.
Because you got the potatoes and the gravy on it.
You just won't be able to see the pretty greens. Good. Y'all come on over here on my left, sweetie.
Well.
Greens. These came out of the garden. The greens did, and the squash came out of the garden. So we have two things that came out of our garden tonight. It's good. That's not what you thought that was going to be, is it, Chris? And then we're going to put pinto beans on the plate and cornbread, for heaven's sakes. Now, that's an anniversary dinner if I ever seen one. I told Chris I was so tired yesterday because we did a lot yesterday besides just me cooking. And y'all don't know it, but I have cellulitis again in my arm. So I'm on an antibiotic again. And so, whoo, that looks good. That's a good looking plate. I didn't want to overdo it. So I finished it off tonight. That's one good thing about cooking. If you make a lot of Southern stuff, as long as you're not frying it, you can heat it up the next day and it's fine. Does that look good?
Looks good to me.
Cream potatoes. All right. I want to take a picture. I don't know where your phone is. So I guess I can taste it and then I'll just make another plate. All right. For a picture. Hope y'all enjoyed tonight. If you're new to Collard Valley Cooks, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button to get our notifications when we go live. We always, in our new schedule, hopefully, Lord willing, we'll always have a post Sundays at 2 and always go live on Thursday at 5:30. And then if we just pop up or post, that's just extra. But know for sure that those days you can tune in if you want to at the right time. I'm curious to see how this tastes because I've always wanted to serve my boiled chicken some kind of way besides in a casserole. That's really good. Or in a soup. That's very delicious. The garlic tastes really good. The squash is better. I don't know if it's because it's out of the garden or if it's crooked neck, but it has a lot more flavor. It may be because it's crooked neck. I've had some of y'all tell me that. The pintos are delicious. The collards are delicious. Me and Chris have been married 26 years this year. We got married when I was 30. I messed up on my little sign. We got married when I was 30 and he was 34, but I was about to turn 31.
So you made a mistake. You made yourself younger.
I made myself 29.
Yeah.
Turned 30. I would have been.
I thought I was
4 years older.
I thought I was 33. I think you made me older.
No, we met when we were 29 and 33.
Okay.
No, you're right.
Yeah, I think you made me older and you younger.
No, Chris. You had a birthday that year before our anniversary.
Okay.
So I would turn 31 on my birthday, and that means you would be 34.
Okay.
So it's right now.
You say so.
Boy, that's good, y'all. The best supper ever, cooking like our mamas did. And remember, all these recipes are in this wonderful master cookbook. If you want to cook like mama did, you can cook anything your heart's desire. This has got all the staples and favorites of Southerners in it. I can guarantee you, if it's one of your favorites, more than likely it's in this book because there's 700 recipes in this book.
You want to show them your...
I got 2 things in the mail this week.
Yes. Okay.
A lot of people sign off early, so they won't see.
Well, that's all right.
I got this as an anonymous gift. So I guess somebody felt sorry for me making funnel cakes with my little mishap funnel, but that funnel works for everything else good. So they sent me a funnel cake thing that actually...
Now you can do it right.
I don't really know. I would have to learn how to use it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Oh, it opens and closes so that the
Look at
stuff
that.
goes in there,
How about that?
through there.
So that one was anonymous.
Yes, this was anonymous. So thank you, whoever sent it.
Mm-hmm.
Now I can make funnel cakes the next time the kids come over because that was the best funnel cake I've ever tasted. I'm not just kidding. All right. And this gift was from Susan Myers. I just opened it today. It is super cute. I didn't wear it because I'm not baking, Susan, tonight. And they're little mixer earrings. They're little mixers. And they're my favorite color, orange. And then she sent me a towel that says, just a girl who loves to bake, who loves baking. And then she sent me this with a mixer on it.
What?
I know, how cute is that? I love it. So we thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your presence this week. Y'all are the best. And we'll see you next time on Collard Valley Cooks. Cooking like, oh, and let me know how you like my hair. Cooking like our mama said. Bye, y'all. Love you.